Today, we're ranking New Smyrna Beach, Florida's best and worst neighborhoods to live in. The big thing to know about New Smyrna is that it is not just another coastal Florida town. It's a town of distinct contrasts, ranging from pristine oceanfront properties to historic neighborhoods, all the way to newer planned communities and rural retreats. So really, no matter where you land in New Smyrna, it's gonna offer its own unique set of lifestyle, price points, and amenities. So before I hear from everybody and everybody starts busting my chops, here's my disclaimer. This video is subjective to you, your budget, your lifestyle, and the amenities that you would like to have while living in New Smyrna. It's also subjective to just overall general market trends to the area and where we are seeing people wanting to be and not wanting to be. And lastly, and most importantly, it's subjective to me because I'm the one doing this video today. And if you've known me for any length of time, I am a convenience guy. My friends affectionately call this Chris's triangle of convenience. And if your neighborhood does not fall within my triangle of convenience, it is not going to rank well in today's video. So that's my disclaimer. Take it or leave it, like it or love it, but here we go. If this is your first time to the channel, my name is Chris, myself and business partner Tim. We are natives to the area. We have been selling real estate for over a decade. We help locals and out-of-towners alike find the perfect homes in the New Smyrna, Edgewater, and Volusia County area. If there's anything we can do to help you, reach out to us. All our information is below. And also remember, it's people like you that like and subscribe that help continue to allow us to produce this content. So here we go. Let's kind of talk about the roadmap of what today's video is going to look like. In ranking the best and worst neighborhoods to live in New Smyrna 2025, the ranking system is going to go as follows. So location of the neighborhood, vibe of the neighborhood, pricing options, amenities, who it might be best for and who it might be worse for. Okay, up first on the bottom of our list, the F neighborhood is going to be Pioneer Trail area. It's gonna be just east of 95. And the reason why it's an F for me is because it's a 0 on the convenience score. You're gonna have to have a vehicle or some form of transportation to get you anywhere you wanna go. There's 0 walkability to just about anything unless you wanna be walking for a long time. And again, convenience guy, let's get in the car and go. So that's one of the big factors. The most important thing for me with this, on why it's an F for me right now, is because there's a lot of construction going on. There's a lot of development. They're putting in different interchanges and roadways. And then Advent Health Hospital, which is gonna be a great attribute and a great thing for the community, but they are gonna be planning to develop a new hospital in the next coming years. So I think it's just gonna continue to be a construction zone for a while. So that's why I'm ranking that where it's at right now, construction zone, just a mess going on. I will say though, when all the construction and everything gets done, I think it's gonna be a really great area to be because you will be drivable convenience to 95. You're pretty close getting to I-4 and then still just a short drive to the beach as well. So I think once all that stuff gets done, it'll be nice. But for right now, it's pretty congested. And if you're from like big cities, Miami, Tampa, New York, you'll laugh at me at the congestion that we have. But being local around here and still not being used to the amount of people that we have, it does just kind of grate on me a little bit on all the traffic that does happen with that going on. As far as the homes that you'll find out in the area, pretty diverse. You have everything from mobile home, manufactured homes, all the way to custom design homes on bigger pieces of property. You're gonna have, like we talked about, the newer development communities coming in. You've got a lot of diversity going on there. You have an older established golf community. So a lot of different options to choose from. Your price point is gonna range anywhere from $245,000 on the low end, all the way up to $800,000, what's currently active on the market, just in a 0.25 mile radius. So, you know, that's always subject to change on what's coming and going. There's a lot of great homes out there. I know there's a few million plus homes out in the area, especially with the acreage they're on. But overall, if you are looking for affordability and some privacy, this will be a great area for you. If you're looking for convenience and just the walkability of being able to, you know, be right to a restaurant in 2 minutes, or, you know, just lock your door and leave and be somewhere fun, this is not going to be the area for you. So let's move on to move up to the D neighborhood. All right, so this D class neighborhood is located within the Pioneer Trail radius that we just talked about. This neighborhood is a newer-ish development community. I say newer-ish. They've been developing it for a while now, but they are finally on their last phases and squeezing every last home that they can in. They're up to 2,100 homes. It blows my mind. Growing up here, we used to ride dirt bikes, four-wheelers, shoot paintball guns at each other, and just have fun growing up in this completely wooded area. And now it's inundated with homes. There have been 3 major developers in there, D.R. Horton being the largest, followed up by Meritage, and I believe it's Starlight was the 3rd one. So this neighborhood is called Coastal Woods. It is, again, gonna be located in that Pioneer Trail area, just east of 95. So it's convenient in that aspect of, you don't really have to go far to get on 95 to take you north or south there. Outside of that, it's got a 0 walkability score. The neighborhood doesn't really have any grand amenities. It does have a little swimming pool. It's got a pickleball court and a little playground for the kids. But, you know, it's I guess is the best way to really describe that if we were to sum it up into one word. It does not have mature landscaping, nothing really lush about it. I mean, it's nice, but it's not. If you're looking for some real diversity and to have something really aesthetically pleasing when you're driving through the neighborhood, probably not the neighborhood for you. If you don't care about that at all, the price point is what you are going to love most about this area. You have homes ranging all the way from $314,000 all the way up to $470,000. That was today's, what's going on right now, currently, today when I looked it up on the MLS, so we're at April 22nd, 2025. So if you're watching this video later and it's not right, don't be mad at me. We're just doing the best we can with what we've got. So the other big drawbacks to this neighborhood, in my opinion, is going to be parking is not great at all. There's cars always parked on the sides of the road. They're starting to give them tickets for parking now. It seems to be like an ongoing neighborhood dilemma of trying to solve that challenge, which I'm sure eventually they will. Lastly, this neighborhood seems to have a lot of rentals in it. So that's a pretty big drawback for me. You've got people always kind of coming and going. You can't really get a chance to know your neighbor well and develop that kind of communal relationship. So if you are looking to just get your foot in the door, maybe you're moving from out of town and just want to check out Florida, see what it's like, this could be a great option. Same thing if you're just really price conscious, or if you're looking to buy your first home, or you're an empty nester just trying to downsize, maybe have a second home. These all can be great options because, like we said, they are newer construction. Most of the homes in here are going to be block, especially if it's a D.R. Horton home. Even the 2-story D.R. Horton homes are going to be block on block, which is pretty difficult to find in the area for newer construction. Most of them do block and then the timber on top, so, or the frame. So just kind of things to kind of keep in mind with that. Looking as far as like the price consciousness, if that's what you're looking for, this will be a great neighborhood for you. And having low maintenance on the home, generally speaking, low maintenance on these homes. If you're looking for more convenience and more diversity of what's going on, maybe a little bit more artsy and different colors of houses and things like that, this is not going to be the neighborhood for you. We are going to check out letter C. The Turnbull Bay area neighborhood is going to be the C-class neighborhood. This is really, it's a cool neighborhood. You are getting a little bit outside the hustle and bustle. You're about 10 minutes from the beach. If you are looking for more mature landscaping, live oak trees, water views, trails, if you're a golf enthusiast, this is going to be the neighborhood for you. Also, if you're just looking to have a little bit more of a community feel and be outside of the heavy tourist traffic area, this could be a great option for you as well. It's still going to be a 0 for me on the convenience scale because there's not really a ton of amenities around in the sense of shopping and dining and being close to it. And please remember, again, I'm used to being able to get in the car and be somewhere in 5 minutes. You people that are used to getting in the car and having a 45-minute drive to get where you need to be, you know, laugh at me if you will, but this is one of the great opportunities that New Smyrna offers, is the convenience of lifestyle of being able to be anywhere pretty quick. So outside of that though, Turnbull Bay is a great neighborhood, a lot of diversity going on. You've got a mix of waterfront, non-waterfront homes. Your scale of price point is going to be a huge swing, starting at $265,000 for properties going on right now, active on the MLS, all the way up to $2.5 million on properties that are going to be located on the Turnbull Bay proper itself. So if you are, again, into the nature scene, wanting to walk trails, If you're a golfer, it's got the Turnbull Bay Golf Preserve, which also has the driving range. That's kind of similar to Top Golf. So a lot of fun things to do in this area. This is going to be more for your nature lovers, outdoors type, or if you're just kind of looking for that serenity, peaceful type living, this will be a great option for you. Same thing if you're a boater, you're looking to put the boat in, kayak, paddleboard, fish, all the above is here. And the big thing is it's going to be outside of all that congestion and heavy traffic and all those things. So who this is not going to be for, you are starting to really kind of go up in the price point. I'd say to really like kind of get the full experience, you're going to be at somewhere in that 500,000, 600,000 price point to realistically get in the neighborhood. These $265,000 properties, these are going to be townhomes. So again, if you are looking for low maintenance lifestyle, kind of lock the door and leave living, then yes, absolutely. But if you, I would say, are a kind of growing family and looking for a single family home, I would probably plan in the budget somewhere in that 500,000 price point. And then again, all the way up to the 2.5 million, just depending on what you're wanting to do. But this is a really cool neighborhood. I'll say another kind of couple, I guess, drawbacks to it. It is located close to the new Smyrna Beach airport. So if you're not wanting to hear the pilot school, the kids, with the training and stuff going on, maybe something to consider. Not the worst thing in the world though, definitely worse things to have, but we always just want to make sure that everybody's on the same page and knows what's going on around them before you actually make one of the biggest purchasing decisions of your life. So overall, Turnbull Bay, good area. It still ranks a C for me just because you have to drive everywhere to get to it. And also, Turnbull Bay is linking up to the Pioneer Trail neighborhood. So you've got the Pioneer Trail interchange going on. So you are experiencing more traffic going on in the Turnbull Bay area with a lot of cut through people happening. You've got a lot of workers just trying to skirt the mainstream traffic. So you are starting to see a little bit more heavy traffic flow there as well. But so overall, great neighborhood if you're looking to be within the community, but a little off the beaten path. Before we move on to the B neighborhoods, I'd like to have a notable mention with another C-class neighborhood, and that's gonna be Venetian Bay. This neighborhood is gonna be located in between I-4 and 95. So you have that kind of convenience factor as far as your location. If you are still commuting back and forth to work, you're not gonna have to cut all the way through New Smyrna to get out to I-4 to take you to Orlando or the airport or wherever it is that you may be going. So this master plan community has been around for a relatively long time now. They are continuing to develop it out and add new townhomes, single family homes. This community is going to be ranging anywhere from 314,000 all the way to $1.5 million, currently active on the MLS. So pretty big, broad spectrum again on the price points, depending on if you're getting a single family home versus a townhome. This neighborhood is going to be up there a little bit more with the amenities. So I will say walkability, you do have things to do within the community. So you have a small town center, you've got a fitness center, you've got some restaurants, little bar setup going on. You do have walking trails, there's pools. Within this master developed community, there are going to be other pocket neighborhoods as well located within the community. So all these are going to have their separate HOAs. So this neighborhood is going to be HOA heavy, I would say, in a sense. And there is a lot of construction still going on in the area, a lot of development still happening with it. So drawback there on that. So I'll say, who this neighborhood is for. This is going to be a neighborhood for family and active adults that are looking and wanting amenities. I know they've got pickleball courts and other things like that going on in there as well. And let's not forget the golf course that they have. If you want to check a little bit more about Venetian Bay, we did a video. You can check the link out there and check that video out to get a little bit better feel for understanding of what's going on in Venetian Bay. Who this video is not for are people that are looking for like a little bit more historic charm and people that are looking for better beach access or river access. You're gonna be, I'd say, an easy 15 to 20 minutes to make it to the beach, and that's if you get all green lights and there's no traffic, and you can forget about that on the weekends. If you're trying to make it to the beach, you really need to leave probably by like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at the absolute latest, or you're gonna be stuck in probably about 45 minutes worth of traffic. Unless, of course, you went the back way and took Pioneer Trail to get to the beaches, but then now you have the old Pioneer congestion issue again. So moving on to B. All right, B for Benny and the Jets. So finally here to civilization, as I would call it. We are now entered the triangle of convenience. This B neighborhood, and I've actually got two. I've got a B and a B plus. And they're actually kind of right across the street from one another. The first B neighborhood I would like to talk about is the DeSoto neighborhood area. This is going to be located on the North Causeway. It is going to be on the south side of the North Causeway area. This is a really just cool older neighborhood. It's been around forever. You're going to have a mix of mid-century homes all the way up to new custom design built homes. This neighborhood is going to be surrounded by waterfront homes, and it does have an interior. Right now there's 2 active properties on the MLS, being at 1.8 million and all the way up to 7 million. So the general theme of this video, I guess, is New Smyrna Beach does not really have any consistency of price points. We are all over the place. Both of these, as you can imagine, are on the riverfront. So you are, as always, paying a premium to be on the river. So on the interior of this little neighborhood though, you can still expect to spend anywhere from 600 to 900,000 on a home that is not on the water, probably doesn't have any water views, but you are in the business now. You have your walkability scores up. You are wedged in between Flagler Avenue, downtown. That's where all the nightlife and everything's gonna be, the beach, and then the historic Canal Street downtown area as well. A little bit more quaint, a lot of good stuff going on there, a lot of great dining happening. You've got the farmers market on the Saturdays as well, your proximity to boat ramps, the river's right there. Everything you are starting to kind of gel together, and you can, yes, walk to the world famous Island Roasters coffee shop, a local coffee shop here in town that is located within that community. You've got the Mason Jar, which is going to be kind of a healthy eatery with acai bowls, and you've got the new hairdresser area right there, Bohemian Lounge. So if you're looking to kind of get your coffee, get a little bite to eat, and get your hair cut, you know, you're right there with all in walking distance. So that's why it's going to be a B neighborhood for me. Also, a big plus to this neighborhood is going to be no HOA. So a lot of diversity going on in this neighborhood. It's always been pretty well kept through the years, so no issue with that. So if you are looking for the convenience, if you're looking to be on the river or close to it, close to the beaches, if you're looking to get a golf cart and be able to kind of golf cart around the New Smyrna Beach downtown areas, this is going to be great for you. Who this isn't going to be great for is if you are being very price conscious. I would say just forget about it. If you are looking to have a little bit quieter of a lifestyle and not be, I guess, bashed with the beachside traffic, especially on the weekends, then you might want to go to another neighborhood like Turnbull Bay, or some neighborhoods we'll mention later in other videos. But if you are looking to kind of be in the hustle and bustle of it, with a little offshoot to a pocket neighborhood, this will be a great choice. The other B plus neighborhood I want to talk about is going to be just on the other side of the North Causeway, and that is going to be Venezia. This is New Smyrna Beach is probably one of their premier neighborhoods. Again, same thing as we mentioned with DeSoto. You've got all the wonderful features of shopping and dining, all those things that is really close by. The benefit to Venezia though is that you are going to have Deepwater Canal access. That's going to lead you out directly to the Intercoastal. Now, DeSoto, you have the riverfront access, but you're going to be right on the Intercoastal. So if you have boats that you're concerned about or worried about with storm surges and things like that, then you're going to have to kind of be facing the brunt of that, where Venezia does offer a little harbor of protection with these inner workings of the canals. Now, there is the Deepwater side, and then there's also going to be, we just call it, well, you know, locally, I guess, the shallow side of Venezia as well. So if you are looking to have direct boat access to park your boat in the backyard, make sure you do talk with a local real estate agent here to make sure you're getting on the right side, because you don't want to buy a house to put your boat and then you not be able to get out because you've got to time the tides and things like that. So Venezia also does offer direct intercoastal access as well. This is going to be another neighborhood though that rare that homes come up for sale. Just like DeSoto only being 2 active right now, usually they get bought up pretty quick or it's a private sale. Right now there are 5 homes for sale in Venezia, ranging from the high 1 millions all the way up to the 7 million number figure again. So that's 5 homes in there. Again, big swings all the way around with that. So great neighborhood though, same thing. You're located in between both downtown areas, close to the beach. You're still close to being able to have access to the grocery stores and all the other things. And you are kind of tucked away a little bit. This neighborhood also does not have an HOA, which I absolutely love. I'm not a big HOA fan, so you're allowed to, you know, do kind of whatever you want with your house. I will say this neighborhood, everybody does have pride in the appearance of their homes, so you don't have people out there with broken down cars and trailers and that sort of thing. The homes in this neighborhood are ranging from a little bit older to new custom design homes that was tear down and they rebuilt. So a lot of diversity going on here, but everything seems to flow well. Everything's nice. Everybody keeps up. So I will say, even though we do have a A+ tier neighborhood coming up, I would pick Venezia as my personal favorite neighborhood in New Smyrna. Okay, and for all my scholars out there, we finally made it to the A ranking neighborhoods in New Smyrna Beach. There's actually gonna be 2 of them. We'll say the second A1 that I will provide is just more of a general market trend of where people just want to be if they're coming to New Smyrna and they got it like that. So the first A is going to be the area located in between US 1 and the river. So it's a geographical location. The US Highway 1, Route 1, and Riverside Drive. So, and then Riverside Drive abuts to the Intercoastal Waterway, just so you can kind of get an idea of, you know, kind of the location that we're talking about and why it is so desirable. So who this area is going to be for is if you are looking for historic charm, diversity, you're into the arts, you like the mature trees, landscaping, you want to be close to town, but you still want to kind of be in a quiet area. This is going to be the perfect spot for you. So this comes back in all the way, you know, as real estate, location, and then I guess we'll call it lifestyle now. So you have the golf cart ability to be able to still be within the historic downtown and the Flagler beachside downtown as well. You've got homes ranging from 420,000 up to 5.5 million currently active on the MLS. So obviously the more expensive the home is, the more likely you are going to have the waterfront access, at least water views. The $5.5 million home right now is located on Commodore Island, which is attached to the Smyrna Yacht Club. So that is going to be an exclusive gated community. So you kind of see where the value is driven with that price point and having direct intercoastal waterway access as well. So big diversity going on overall with these neighborhoods. You've got the Garden District, you have art scenes really big, people landscape their yards beautifully. So if you are looking for that type of lifestyle and that, I guess, appeal of, you know, knowing what you're coming home to, just having a lot of beauty around you, this is going to be a great neighborhood for you. Walkability scores, honestly, depending where you are, it's a pretty decent sized stretch, is not really that great if you're looking to walk to get to the amenities like the shopping and dining, you know, depending where you are. If you're super active, great, it's no problem. But if you're just looking to get there quick, then you'll probably need to hop in the golf cart or car. But this is a very leisurely neighborhood drive. You can be to the downtown, really pretty much anywhere in the US 1 river area within, I'd say, 5 minutes to shopping, dining, and then another 7-ish minutes or so to be on the beach side. So another great area if you are wanting to spend the money, have the diversity, and be outside of the hustle and bustle of all the traffic and everything going on. So I'll kind of bring it back a little bit. That would be a downside to the other B neighborhoods that we talked about, is that you do have to go through the North Causeway to gain access to both of these neighborhoods. And it can be hellacious during the summertime with all the beach traffic trying to get over that one bridge. It is a drawbridge, so it goes up every half an hour, unless it's a commercial vessel, and then it will go up whenever. But if you're in a hurry, or anytime during the summertime, that drawbridge is up. If you're just trying to make it back, just remember every half hour If you think you're going to hit it, just go around to the big bridge to South Causeway, and you'll save yourself a lot of time and aggravation. Okay, and last but not least, the hottest neighborhood in New Smyrna Beach, or the hottest area that we are seeing as general market trends right now and have been consistent throughout the years, is going to be North Beach. So we finally made it. Beachside is what the locals call it. Some people call it being on the island. So you are going to have to cross a bridge to get there, either the North Causeway Bridge or the South Causeway. The North Causeway is closer, but it is a drawbridge like we talked about. So, just things to consider when you are moving to a new area if you've got no idea where you're moving to. So people love this area because of its convenience to, you've got direct beach access, you've got the river on the west side of the island, and then you have obviously the ocean on the east side of it. And it's going to come together to a point at the New Smyrna Inlet, the jetties, and then directly across from that, you're going to have the Pontoon Lighthouse. So if you're a boater, fisherman, you're probably going to want to be on the west side, on the Riverside. That way you'll be able to drop your boat in and be right out to the ocean in no time flat. Also, you've got the New Smyrna Beach Coast Guard station there too that you'll pass as you're making that curve to get out to the ocean. You also have the New Smyrna Dunes Park, which is a 184-acre conservation area. It's got a 2-mile boardwalk. It's handicap accessible. A lot of fun things going on there. And it's got New Smyrna Beach's only official dog park as well. So yes, you can take the pups out there, let them jump in the river and hang out and have a good time. So the homes in this area, you're gonna find a lot of single family luxury style homes. You are also gonna have your old school beachside style homes. We call these the periwinkles. Unfortunately, what we're seeing with a lot of these is that people are buying them, wiping them, and putting up these McMansion type homes. So, double-edged sword with that. Good for the area for property valuations and things like that. Bad to see the old school charm kind of getting wiped clean, but I guess that's life and how it goes. So homes in this area are going to be ranging anywhere from $550,000 all the way to the most expensive one on the market right now is $7.5 million. I will say that even if you're buying a home at $550,000, you're probably going to need to put anywhere between $200,000 to $300,000 worth of work into it. No questions asked. So I just did a search for a client of ours that's looking for a property in North Beach, and there are currently 2 homes that are on the market right now that are single family homes that have a pool, and both of those are just below $900,000. So if you're looking for a pool home in the North Beach, 1, they're hard to come by, and 2, you're gonna be spending at least $850,000 to $900,000 for it. And keep in mind that that is going to be a smaller style home, around the 2,000 square feet area, maybe a little bit less, maybe a tiny bit more, but generally speaking, you're not getting a lot of bang for your buck in this area. If you're planning to be on North Beach and you want to be here, be prepared to pay. Always a price to pay, and North Beach will take your money for you. But with that being said, it does hold its value extremely well. We rarely have ever seen North Beach take a dramatic dip in any capacity. It's held its value year over year. And that has a lot to do with just the direct beach access. Your walkability score is through the roof. You are minutes from walking to the downtown Flagler area or the beach or the river. So think shopping, dining, live entertainment, all the different festivals that go on Flagler Avenue. So there's always something going on. Wine walks or some sort of something to keep the people entertained. So that is why North Beach is the most sought after area in New Smyrna. You can hop in your golf cart, you can hop in your car and be on the drive beach. You've got your access to be on the part of the beach with the dogs. Fishing. I mean, it's just got everything there. Big drawback for me and why I don't personally think it's in a neighborhood for me, but just what everybody keeps telling me and what the people say is it's just congested. There's a lot going on there. The drawbridge goes up. The streets are small, so if you've got a bigger vehicle, it's just going to present more of a challenge with you navigating the streets. There are streets that are like this big and are almost impossible to get down. So things to keep in mind if you get aggravated easily and upset with traffic and not moving and people not acting intelligently when they're in their vehicles, North Beach may not be for you. So keep that in mind. So that's really kind of be the biggest drawback of that. Also too, if you're thinking about hurricane season as well, they do close down the bridges when the winds hit a certain speed. So be prepared to evacuate and get off the island, or be prepared to say, decision is yours, but keep in mind that that is a real thing. And if once they close those bridges down, you're buckling them up for the big show, and I got to hang on till it's over. So if that's something that concerns you, maybe North Beach isn't for you, I will tell you there are locals that have not left the island in years. We do have Publix and all the things you need, and Amazon, yes, does deliver. So really no need to leave if you don't want to. But you know, if you're not used to hurricanes, maybe consider a different area in New Smyrna Beach to move to. So really this video has been just about me, I guess, but I do hope this video has helped you out, has given you some insight. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. I'm sure I'm gonna get blown up over this one, but you know what, whatever. Everybody's got an opinion about something, and I love to hear it, love to talk to you about it. Let me know what I can do to help you. Again, if you're a local looking to move across town, if you're from out of town looking to find your spot in the New Smyrna, Volusia County area, let us know what we can do to help you out. Either way, even if it's just a question, we're happy to point you in the right direction. We appreciate you. Thank you for your support, and look forward to seeing you in next week's video.